Hey, welcome to The Explainer. Today we're doing a bit of a deep dive, a strategic look ahead to 2026, at a card that is just completely shaking things up in the premium market. And it's not by adding more bells and whistles, but by actually taking them away.
And that really gets us to the big question, right? I mean, when you've got top-tier credit card fees creeping up past $800, even $900, you have to ask, is premium even worth the price of admission anymore? The whole game has changed, and frankly, it's getting really expensive. Okay, so here's how we're going to break it all down. First, we have to talk about the huge problem with premium cards today. Then we'll see how one card's simple math actually ends up paying you to have it. After that, we'll get into its killer earning strategy, look at the one big catch you need to know about, and finally, we'll give our 2026 verdict. All right, first things first, we need to really understand the problem here. The whole premium card world has gotten so complicated, and it's all because of this model that analysts are now calling the coupon book. And wow, you can really see the story right here in the numbers. It's just stark. While its competitors were racing each other towards a $900 price tag, the Venture X just held its ground, creating this massive gap in what it costs just to get in the door. And this right here, this is how they justified those crazy high fees. The coupon book card makes you, the cardholder, work for it. You have to track this long, complicated list of credits for very specific things, often that expire every single month. You know, if you don't use that one food delivery app or shop at that one fancy store, poof, the value's gone. It's homework. You literally have to do homework to get your money's worth. So what's the antidote to all this coupon book madness? Well, that's where the Venture X comes in. Its strategy is the exact opposite. The math is so simple, so transparent, that it completely flips the whole idea of an annual fee on its head. Okay, so it all starts with this number, $395. As we just saw, that's already less than half of what the other guys are charging. And then right off the bat, they give you a $300 travel credit. And this isn't some complicated monthly thing. It's just $300 you can use once a year on any flight, hotel, or rental car you book through their website. Simple. Then, every single year you keep the card on your anniversary, they drop 10,000 bonus miles into your account. Now, these miles are worth at a minimum 1 cent each when you redeem them for travel, which means that bonus is worth at least $100 every year. So here's the kicker. When you do the math, it's just undeniable. You pay $395, you get a $300 credit, you get a $100 bonus. That means the card effectively has a negative $5 annual fee. They are literally paying you $5 a year to keep this card in your wallet, as long as you take at least one trip. Okay, so the card pays for itself. That's awesome. But that's just table stakes. The real magic is how this thing becomes an earning machine for every single dollar you spend, especially if you use a little strategy. And this right here, this is its secret weapon. Most of the other premium cards, once you get outside of their special bonus categories like travel or dining, they drop down to earning just 1 point per dollar. But the Venture X gives you a flat 2 miles on absolutely everything. It doubles your earnings on all that other spending, which for most of us is a lot. Now, of course, Capital One wants you to use their travel portal, and man, do they incentivize it. When you book through them, you get a massive 10 miles per dollar on hotels and rental cars and 5 miles per dollar on flights. That's how they reward you for staying in their ecosystem. But here's the pro move. The real galaxy brain strategy is what people call the dynamic duo. You get the Venture X, and you pair it with the no annual fee Savor One card. That Savor One gets 3% cash back on dining, groceries, and streaming. All the categories the Venture X doesn't cover. And the best part? You can instantly convert that cash back into Venture Miles. With these two cards together, you have created a super simple, super powerful earning machine. Okay, this all sounds incredible, right? Almost a little too good to be true. And well, that's where we get to the catch. Because in 2026, Capital One made a huge, and I mean huge, change to the card's #1 perk, airport lounge access. And this table, yikes, it really lays out the damage. Remember how you could add up to 4 authorized users for free and they'd each get their own lounge access? Gone. Now it's $125 per person. And bringing guests in with you for free? That's also basically gone for most people. This was a massive cut to the card's value, especially if you travel with your family or a partner. And let's talk about this $75,000 number. I mean, this is the new barrier to entry for free guests. For the vast, vast majority of people, putting that much spend on a single card in 1 year just isn't realistic. It's a really clear signal that they're trying to cut down on lounge crowding, but it came at a huge cost to the cardholder.
So where does that leave us? You've got this super simple, powerful math on one side, but these new, really restrictive lounge rules on the other. Who is this card actually for in 2026? Is it still a champion?
You know, this quote from the analysis we're looking at really just hits the nail on the head. The perfect person for this card is someone who's just tired. They're tired of the coupon book game. They want awesome rewards and travel protection without having to manage a spreadsheet to feel like they're getting their money's worth. So here's the bottom line. For a solo traveler or anyone who really just values simplicity, this card is still an absolute home run. The math just works. But for families, for partners, for anyone who really leaned on that shared lounge access, it's a huge loss. The card has really shifted its position. It's no longer a one-size-fits-all powerhouse. It's now a very strategic choice for a specific type of person who refuses to play that complicated coupon game.
So it all leaves us with one last question to chew on. In a world where premium cards are getting more and more expensive and more complex, maybe the most valuable, the most luxurious feature a card can offer isn't another credit or another perk, but just a simple, clear, and easy path to value.